I'm coming in hot before we dive into today's episode because I have a special announcement, something I've been dreaming of creating for the past 7 years. You know how it feels to learn all of this amazing personal growth stuff, but then somehow end up feeling worse because you're not actually doing it? Like your knowledge is actually making you feel guilty instead of empowered. I get it. That's exactly why I created Living Mind Love. Each month, we'll explore one focus area through the lens of neuroscience and spirituality. But here's the magic part. Instead of overwhelming you with changes, we'll break everything down into tiny micro shifts that your brain actually welcomes. So you'll understand the science behind why it works, connect with the spiritual wisdom, and most importantly, actually apply it to your life. The value in this program is worth at least 50 times what I'm going to be giving it to you for, because it is my mission to help as many people as possible transform their lives. You'll also get access to the first ever Mind Love community on School. So if you're ready to stop collecting wisdom and start actually living it, go to mindlove.com/waitlist to join the waitlist, and you'll get instant access to my 10-year vision meditation. So let's get into today's episode. Welcome to an exclusive episode of Mind Love. Today's episode is all about sparking epiphanies.
You get all these ideas for projects, right? I'm sure you do too. Like you've got so many different things going on. And I call it like the river of inspiration. There's a river of inspiration running over us. And the ideas come to you, right? And they're yours. And if you don't bring that to the world and the world needs it, someone else is going to. So, you got to listen to those things that are bothering you. Go ahead and birth those. Though they came to you for a reason, those ideas, those epiphanies.
Have you ever had an epiphany? Do you even know what one really is? We usually use it to mean a sudden revelation or insight. And most of the time I hear it used in those light bulb moments of creativity, kind of like an aha moment. But I'm coming to learn that it goes a little bit deeper. The dictionary definition is a sudden intuitive perception of or insight into the reality or essential meaning of something, usually initiated by some simple, homely, or commonplace occurrence or experience. Well, the word epiphany dates all the way back to ancient Greece. It comes from the Greek word epiphaneia, meaning appearance or manifestation, and was usually referred to the revelations brought to us by the gods. So it's not just about some random insight. It's an intuitive realization about the deeper meaning of something, which I believe is our whole purpose of being in a body in this lifetime, to find the meaning in our lives. I remember when I was first really opening myself to spirituality. Well, in a way that wasn't tied to a religion. I had heard that we are all aspects of the divine. We're fragments of God. We are God experiencing itself. And I did not grasp what that meant, at least to the extent that I do now. Well, from that perspective, we need more than one fragment to understand something fully. We need all different human experiences for God to become self-aware, to grasp infinity or omniscience. That's why our perspectives are so limited. We're only usually able to see a situation from one angle, from our angle. The perspective from our own unique life experiences that our little fragment of God is experiencing. So maybe epiphanies are those rare moments where we have the clarity that we really need to access that realm of universal consciousness and collective knowledge, where we're able to see something or someone or even ourselves from the highest perspective. I have been thinking a lot about epiphanies I've experienced in my own life since recording this interview. Our guest says one thing became clear in her research around epiphanies. It's that the most successful people in the world seem to know immediately what their biggest epiphanies were. Well, maybe it's because I'm constantly reflecting and seeking insights, but I can't pinpoint one big one. I want to say I've had a lot of little ones, but I don't think they've been so little when I come to think about it. What I remember more than the realization, though, is the feeling I get when I have them. Most recently, I was driving in silence and I just had this moment of clarity. The energy in my body completely shifted and I felt for a moment like I was floating. It was about the nature of acceptance and where I was still resisting in my life. And since that day, I've approached our changing world differently. Well, one of my biggest takeaways from this interview is if I want to get the most out of my epiphanies, when I have one of these moments of the mind, I need to take action afterwards. I need to do something to ground that epiphany into my reality. Well, we've done episodes about consciously creating good luck in our lives, and we've done an episode on how to experience more serendipities. So today we're taking this a step further and learning how to create epiphanies and what to do once you've had them. Our guest is Elise Ballard. She's the author of the book Epiphany, True Stories of Sudden Insight, and Epiphany the Journal, which are all part of her Epiphany Project, which is a collection of interviews with people from all walks of life about their greatest epiphanies. Well, she's now considered an epiphany expert, so I'm super stoked at the insights we'll get from today's episode, because pretty much everything I know about epiphanies I've learned from her. 3 key things we will learn are how to recognize an epiphany when you're having one, the stages of every life-changing epiphany, and how to utilize our epiphanies to their highest potential. Hey there, wild minds. So this was just a preview, but you can access the whole episode with a Mind Love Premium membership. If Mind Love has been helpful to you in any way, consider helping support the show by joining this exclusive community. I promise I'm making it totally worth it. You get exclusive episodes, which means twice the Mind Love, in a private feed that imports right to your favorite podcast app, so you don't have to go to the web to listen. And that's not all. You also get all Mind Love episodes ad-free for uninterrupted listening. You get early access to episodes, and you get bonus video interviews and powerful meditation downloads. And finally, you get priority access to me, so you're free to reach out to me with any questions that you have about life, love, relationships, success, whatever it might be. And in more good news, you can get started free with a 2-week free trial. Just go to mindlove.com/premium. And if you're a student, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll give you a special discount.